The new Braunfels Police Department of Texas is rolling out the newest member of its vehicle fleet. It's a 2007 Chevy Corvette Zo6, nicknamed Coptimus Prime. Jose, actually what's more exciting here is how the cops got a hold of this car and how it became part of their vehicle fleet. Now, back in 2011, huge drug bust. It belonged to a San Antonio-based drug trafficker with Mexican ties to cartels. Now, that cartel in question, Familia Michoacana, now they were responsible for moving a lot of meth. I mean, I'm not going to get into the numbers here, but look, they were, according to police, they were bringing in $4.5 million every month for this cartel. So serious money. And check this, when they did this bust, not only did they seize and get a brand new cop car, this Corvette, they seized 10 pounds of meth, okay, not surprising, very high caliber weaponry, also not surprising, cars, other than this one, assets valued at $500,000, including more than $140,000 in cash, $31,000 in jewelry. So a lot of stuff, not just this Corvette, but I want to talk about this Corvette because what they're doing is, this guy, he went to jail. His name is Tony Chase Freeman. Last name's Freeman. He's not a free man at all. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison back in 2013. Yes, you do go to jail in America for 10 years for selling drugs. Yes, for sure, not a joke. But the second that guy went to jail, the police department got this car, and now they're using it on their streets. It goes 190 miles per hour, but they're not using it to pull people over. I'd imagine that'd be expensive for gas. It's used only for not drag racing either. Maybe just community outreach is what they're saying for now. It made an appearance at a fair the other day, at a parade. You know, they're out there trying to build better ties with the community. I just think it's interesting. They're going to use this car for a few months, and then eventually they're going to sell it. All the proceeds from the auction will go back to the community outreach for the police department. So, taking this car and using it for good. What do you think?
I think this shows the good side of asset forfeiture laws.
Yes.
You know, this is one of the tools that law enforcement has to get assets and get money to continue the fight on, the war on drugs. That if you are for or against it, that's a different thing. But this is a good side. The fact that they use, an asset that was acquired by drug money and then turn it into a way for change the policy, change the policing in the communities. We've seen that lately the police in this country has been under fire because of the way they conduct themselves with the population, with the communities. Now we see a good example of a way that the police is trying to build bridges with the community, so they approach them. It's easier for them to prevent crime and many other benefits to the community. So I'm all about it.
Right. It's a big job that the police across America have to deal with now. I mean, as every day you see a new video, right, of some sort of police brutality, sometimes blown out of proportion, people being a little bit too on edge, other times rightfully so. But I just want to mention that they do have a really big job of, also boosting their rep while their rep is constantly being tarnished because of social media all the time. People love to jump on the side against the police, right, and cry police brutality. People love doing that, and it's kind of almost become like a trend.
Well, you get your likes. There's a thirst for likes, and it's easier to be like a mobile activist that shares these videos and talks about them. But it's a more complex issue because we do see there's a lot of instances where the cops and the police members actually do a good job. There's many stories of police members that find a family in need and actually they go and buy groceries for them and they go and they take care of their needs without having to. So we don't report on those as often because obviously the trend is to talk against the police brutality, and it needs to be. I'm not saying that it's not. Police brutality needs to be denounced. We need to be vigilant about the fact that in some police departments there are systemic corruption and systemic values that actually, make it more easy for these police members to actually commit brutality. But also we see some outreach that is well done, and we have to recognize it, and I think it's great. I mean, although it pales compared to the Abu Dhabi Police Department.
Of Dubai too, even Dubai as well. I mean, you see Lamborghinis, Mercedes, beautiful cars. Yeah, well, I don't think we have that kind of money in Texas and anywhere in the U.S.
Maybe Familia Michoacana does. We just need to forfeit a little bit more.
Yeah, that is very true. But anyway, what do you guys think about this form of community outreach? In case you guys were wondering, by the way, before we wrap this up, the original color is orange. It's still there. This is just a car wrap. These are basically just stickers. They're going to take it off when they sell the car. Bright orange. I know you were wondering.
Oof.
Anyways, let us know in the comments below. Is this a pretty cool way for the community to, turn this situation into a good way? This car that was bought with drug money actually being turned around and flipped for good for the entire community. Let us know in the comments below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the Lip TV 2 for more.